I just remembered, Aluna, I saw something that you had posted on your Instagram. Is that something that we can talk about?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So you were quite upset. So like I read it and I under I can't say I know because I'm not you, but then I empathize with the things that you were saying and you went into detail about, being the space being put on stages, on behalf of all these like white male producers and you are this tokenized woman used on their behest to create these hit songs and I know that I mean if you want to go into more detail I know you're really upset but I was curious as to like what exactly made you upset.
Um,
I mean a lot of things I'm sure but
well, let's just kind of, I mean, I wouldn't I wouldn't sum up what my feelings were as upset.
okay.
Um, Certainly it was a time for observation and for full disclosure. So, you know, when you're given opportunities, you take them. So the opportunity to perform a song, the first couple of times is like, yeah, of course, I'm going to support this song that I wrote and is being released and all that kind of stuff. And then as the years went by and I was always jumping on and supporting someone else's show, I started to look at like, what am I settling for here? First of all, I'm settling for being the side piece to someone else's art, basically. And why am I doing that? And looking deeper, it was like, well, that's because I would never dream that I would be the person that this show, like I would be the artist that this show is about, because every single person in the audience is white. Why would they?
Mm,
Why would that make any sense? And then I was like, well, that's because I can't even start to dream about performing to an audience that's even mixed, let alone majority Black people. And that's where you start to kind of, I guess you could say, feel upset. And it's like, but it's more of like, as you go deeper, you're going to layers that you've ignored, or
mm-hmm,
that, like, um it's a very kind of hindsight thing at the moment. Because when you're in the moment, all you are doing is just the one big hustle. It is one hustle after another. And just the what I've observed of myself is a succession of kind of groveling, subservient, very much always playing to the ego of these men that run the music industry. Um, and so that, when you look at it face on, can make you angry. But whilst you're doing it, you're just doing whatever you need to do to get ahead, like anyone else does. And your set of setbacks, you can't look at them, because if you did, you'd be like, well, there's no point, I'll just give up, because it's
mm-hmm,
all, oh, the world is against me. You can't think that way.
mm-hmm,
So, um, it all has to be flipped into some kind of positive and some kind of moving forward, which can make it seem like um, it's all good. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because you make all of these um, compromises for the win, and then you do get the win. So for me to say that I have issue with performing on a stage in front of what some of the biggest stages, maybe with like Disclosure or Jack U, at a headlining a festival or something like that, like thousands and thousands and thousands of people, well, I'm going to complain about that. But it's not complaint, it's more of an observation of like,
mm-hmm.
how does that actually make me feel?